Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So here we are, it is October and I am here to do my last debt-free journey update because I finished paying off my student loans. They are no more. Okay, I'm gonna put an asterisk. Okay, asterisk, there's $24.90 something cents left. I'm carrying $5 balances on over 5 loans. Some are less, some are more, some are exactly 5. One loan I accidentally paid off. I wasn't trying to pay it off. I wasn't trying to pay it off, but the account ended up in a negative, and then it's paid off. I can't go back from there. So anyway, before we get into all the other stuff, let's talk about the payments that I made this month. I made a payment on October 3rd. My balance at that point was $2,400, okay? So I went ahead and made a $500 payment on that. That money came from side hustle income. So total for the month at that point was $500. Remaining balance was $1,900. On October 12th, okay, my balance was $1,900. I went ahead and made a $250 payment. Now, this money I did receive from my family. So yeah, it was $250, leaving me with $1,650 to pay off. So on October 14th, I paid another $250 because I had more side hustle income just sitting around. So I went ahead and paid the $250. Brings my total paid at this point up to $1,000, and now I have a balance of $1,400. On October 17th, I made a payment for $1,395 because I told y'all I had. Now my balance was $1,400, but I made a payment for $1,395.70. Okay, and I paid that from just my work paycheck. I got an extra check in October, so that put me a little bit ahead of schedule. I already had my free money, so I was like at the beginning of the month. So this money was just like literally just do whatever you want with it. So I decided to pay this off. So that was really nice. And I ended up getting a raise in the middle of this process as well, which was cool. Um, so I paid that. So total paid this month was $2,395.70. And I put the little squiggly line equal to 0 because it's really like $5 left on that loan. But I digress. We are out of debt. Those were all the payments that I made. I am very grateful to see this. Okay, my loan balances are now $5, $4.96, $5 and $5.98. I'm very proud of myself considering that my original loan, the original amount of student loans that I took out was $27,256. And since 2020, when I made my first payment, April 2020, and I made my first student loan payment, I just paid off one loan. And that was a big day for me. If you go back and watch the January journey update, I'll go back and I start from the beginning to where that point was in the beginning of this year, of how I had, took side jobs and all the things that I've done to get to where I was at the beginning of this year. Because this journey started way before 2024. Okay, it started in 2020. It started in 2019, really, when I got serious and decided to stop taking out student loans. It started when I started listening to the Ramsey Show on Spotify. That's where this journey started, and here we are. A lot of people think that they can't do this or that it's not obtainable, but y'all, it took me 4 years of consistency to clear my debt. Okay, at the time when I refinanced my car in 2020 as well, I think it was 2020. When I refinanced my car in 2020, I still owed like 10,000 on my car, and I refinanced it, so 10,000 plus, like, I don't know, over $23,000 in student loans. Like, y'all, I know it wasn't like, it's not a whole lot of debt, and I didn't have like much credit card stuff because I pay off my card every month. I don't really carry a balance. Then some of those loans had interest, so I borrowed like 27,000, right? my loans got up to like 29 something. And that's how I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't even really graduated yet, and my loans are like 29,000 something dollars. So it's just very interesting to see those amounts that I borrowed at the time and did not have to borrow them. I hate that for me. Why did I do that? But I know better, and a lot of us did not know better. So I pray that if it's your goal to be debt free, that you achieve it. I hope that you stay consistent.
Tell you how much I owe on all my debts. Anyway, what I currently owe on my loans, let's see. Let's log into the credit union. I have about $3,100 left on my car. And as far as student loans go, let's check those out. My current balance is $12,209.10. So the amount of debt that I have is $15,329.
Let's just go over the totals here. Okay. In January, I paid $711 towards my debt. In February, I paid $1,721.82 towards my debt. In March, I paid $2,703.41 towards my debt. That included paying off my car. In April, I paid $500 towards my debt. In May, I paid $2,000 towards my debt. In June, I paid $1,100 towards my debt. In July, I paid $737 towards my debt. In August, I paid $1,076 towards my debt. In September, I paid $2,500 towards my debt. And in October, I paid $2,397.62 towards my debt, which finally have cleared my student loans. I have paid a total of $15,446.85 towards debt payments this year. And I am very proud of myself. If you have never taken out debt, don't start now. Don't start now. I don't care what them people say. Don't start now. Don't you start. And I also just wanted to make sure to note that March was my best month, okay? Yes, it started to go up towards the end, but March was my best month throughout the whole journey. And directly after that, my worst month was April, where I paid $500 because I went on a trip. But still, the journey continued. You just don't give up. March was my best month. April was my worst month. But October was my most impactful month because it meant I was done. And January was a good start. $711. There's a range here. There was a range, okay? It's not a straight and steady journey. You just have to keep going. The goal is to just keep going. As long as you do that, as long as it's not over till you say it's over. As long as you continue, you good. Yeah. So now that we are out of debt, okay, where do we go from here? What am I doing with my money? Like what are we doing? Okay. So like I mentioned in the beginning of these videos, I am doing the baby steps. I'm following the Ramsey plan. Pretty much I have moved from step two. Step two is pay off debt. And I know it's kind of like air quotes. It's $25. I could pay that. Come on, y'all, it's $25. That's all that's left of my loans. I just don't want to close the accounts yet, which is kind of like, it's stupid, but no, my mindset could change within 2 months. Maybe I'll go ahead and just pay off the 25, but to me, they're paid off, they're done. So I'm moving on to step three. So step three is save a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Based on my bills and my lifestyle, a 3 month emergency fund for me is about $7,000, and a 6 month emergency fund is about, I'm just going to round it up to like $14,000. That's my goal, to save my 3 to 6 month emergency fund. And they say you can choose, like it can be 3 or 6 or somewhere in between. You get to choose that. A couple months ago, sometime this year, I did end up opening up a money market account, but I haven't had much money in there. I just opened it because my credit union was offering it. So I opened up this money market account, and I've put my emergency fund for 3 to 6 months in that. So, yeah, I expect that my 3 month emergency fund should be funded by the end of December. So we're working towards being fully funded. I'm supposed to receive a bonus at my job, and Yeah, I was supposed to have it by now, but for whatever reason, I don't have it. But I talked to the people I need to talk to, and they're looking into why I did not receive it yet because I need it. Okay. So, so we're getting that together. So that will help my emergency fund a lot as well. So the journey does not stop. Okay. This is still a journey, not to being debt free, but to financial freedom. We're moving on. We're moving through the steps. So yeah, step 3 is save a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Steps 4, 5, and 6 can be done at the same time. Which step 4 is like invest 15% of your income, and then uh save for kids' college, and then pay off your house early. Which again, those 3 things can be done at the same time. So it's very interesting. So we're still moving along the plan. I'm so excited, Wow, like so much, like honestly, right now, there's so much extra, like just funds hanging out in my main account, and they're just in there because I don't know, like, I don't know, like, usually, like, I didn't really have to budget this month for real. Like, well, honestly, that's a lie. So I budgeted for spending money and I blew through that. So that's gone, but there's still like a money set aside, but it's just money sitting there doing nothing right now. And that's good. I've never really have lived paycheck to paycheck. I've always had a plan for my money. So again, I plan my spending money. Just because I run out of spending money doesn't mean that I'm broke. I don't have any funds. It means that there's just no funds for doing all the stuff I wanted to do, like eating out and buying random stuff. That money's gone. I've spent it. That's what the budget is for. Keep yourself in check. Live below your means. Like I could go and spend this money on random stuff that I don't need or just because I want to, but that's not gonna propel me into success. That's not gonna propel me into wealth. Spending all the money that I have. So I'm not stopping the journey. I still want to take you guys through this journey to financial freedom with me. Again, we are now entering baby step 3. We're in there, okay? We're in there. I'm still side hustling. I because of the time of year it is at my job, I haven't been able to do it a lot. But as I become free in the holiday season, I'm hoping to continue to do my side hustling, get this emergency fund fully funded. I may not do as many side hustles, but I have the option to work or not work now. Not that I mean I always had that option, but I was working so much on my side hustle because I had a goal in mind. So now I kind of see my side hustle as allowing me to just have extra spending money when I want to spend more than I've budgeted for myself. Now I can really just have my side hustle money just to be like super fun money. I don't have to split it up between fun things and paying off debt. It's literally all fun things or saving where I keep the money in my pocket, in my investment account, and stuff like that. Again, I suspect that I should meet the 3 month emergency fund by hopefully by the end of December or January. Hopefully, I'll have that part, and then I can evaluate if I want to go to 6 months or move on to step 3B. So, step 3B is saving a down payment for a house, and that's honestly my next goal. I don't know really I don't know how long that'll take me. Um, I know, I just know that home ownership is something that I would like for me. I am pretty happy renting, but we all want to own something, a piece of appreciating property would be nice. All the money that I had been putting towards paying off my debts can now go into my emergency fund and my next saving efforts. But nonetheless, I'm proud of me. I hope you all are proud of me. And I hope that if you were on this journey with me, that you made substantial progress as well. And if you want to share what you have done over this year, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Thank you guys so much for following me along this way. And I will see you in the next one. On to step 3.